Hello and welcome, Fanfold Friday. I am so excited. I am going to share with you all how to make an exploding or a holiday keepsake box. All right, it's really pretty, and I can't wait to show you the inside. But before that, my name's Christina Reese. This is Creating with Christina, and I usually come live on Fridays, but this is a pre-recorded video during the holidays. But I didn't want to leave you without some inspiration, and this is an excellent Christmas gift. So I'm a grandma, and I know a lot of you all are grandmas. And one thing I always tell my children, because they're always saying, "What do you want for Christmas?" I'm like, pictures of the grandkids. So even though we're making this keepsake box, it might be a fun idea. Instead of pictures of the grandkids, you could make this for your children with pictures of them as little kids, and their children would love to see it. I just thought that was a great idea. But anyways, before I show you how to make this, I do want to remind you all that during November, I do have the special going on right here. When you use this host code, if you spend $50 or more, I give you this card kit for free. So it'll come with the cardstock cut out for you. You will have to purchase the stamp sets and the ink and all that. But as far as the cardstock goes, or if it has any designer paper like here, all that will come in the kit. Now, most other stamp sets would work with this kit, except this one, these two cards here. I use the pine frame, cutout frame, and then I use the negative as a template to do ink blending on this card. So that's the only thing that you actually need this Winterly Treetops die set for, but it's just beautiful. So that is the special for this month, all during November. All right, let's get on with our I've drawn a blank. Here we go. Your exploding holiday keepsakes box. Exploding holiday. Here, let me put that down there so you all can see. There we go. Your exploding holiday keepsake box. All right, you're going to need a few things. Just a few though. All right. First of all, you're going to need a base. All right. So let me. Oh, I haven't even opened the box for you, have I? Ooh, here we go. You ready? La-da! That is an exploding box. It is so fun. You can make these like birthday boxes or any, Valentine box. You make them any kind of box, but we're making a holiday one. And I'm using the green and gold sweet set. I've totally drawn a blank on everything. Seasons of green and gold. There we go. I have this beautiful paper. I saw this paper and I thought, you know what? This would make a beautiful decorative box because of all this gold and all this beautiful green. And it's just good, basic, non-directional paper that would work really well with this project. So you're going to need some things. Now, the original instructions called for cardstock for the base. However, this designer paper, this is specialty designer paper, and it's extra thick because it's got gold embossing on one side. So I'm using this, and you need a 9-inch square. Excuse me. Excuse me. A 9-inch square for the outside part. Then you need another 9-inch square for your panels. Now I chose vanilla, but you could pick any color, of course. And so I have a 9-inch vanilla. Now the top is only 5 1/8 square. Okay, the top, and I've got the gold here. This gold was an old retired piece I had, which I liked it too, but this is the gold that we have right now. It is textured. I don't know if you can see it, but it is kind of textured, but it's very shiny. So that's 5 1/8. Oh, also these directions are going to be in your email. Okay, so there'll be a downloadable with pictures, all the measurements, step-by-step instructions, downloadable PDF that you can print and make this box, and then keep the instructions for projects to come. All right, so this is really all you need to make the box. Okay, now the extra stuff like this designer paper and these tags, all that is extra. And if you want to do that, you can. But I'm just going to show you how to make the box. You need a scoring tool. All right. And you need some scissors and some liquid glue. All right. Let me get some of these banners off of the screen so you can see me better. So hide and hide. There we go. Now we can see the whole thing. The first thing you're going to do, so my gold is going to be on the outside and my green's going to be on the inside. So I'm going to have the inside facing up. It doesn't really matter when you're scoring, except I like the little groove that you make, that little bump, to be on the outside when you fold. I don't know if it matters. Some people say it does. Some people say it doesn't. But we are going to score 3 inches all the way around. So we're going to make 9 3-inch boxes. Okay, 3. Whoops. Rotate 3. And we're going to do the same thing on the other paper. But before we do that, we've got to do some diagonal scoring on this one. All right, so 3 and come on. Ooh, that magnet is really catching, or whatever it is. I think it's just a plastic groove. Yeah, there we go. All right, so I've got, I don't know if you can see, maybe you can see it better on this side, a little better on this side. You can see the, yeah, there you go, like that. All right, whoops, it looks like my computer froze. I hope not. Huh. Oh, sure, that sure did. There we go. All right, so these 4 corners have to be scored on the diagonal. So you just line up, and I don't know if you can, yeah, let me zoom out and see. You're going to see my messy desk, but that's okay. You're going to line up your corners. Now, you can go all the way across if you want, because you are going to be gluing cardstock in the middle. But if you're not going to glue anything, well, you have to glue the panels in the middle. So, but some people just say, just score it on the 4 corners. But if you want to save time, you can just score it. Put the corners in the score track. There we go. Yeah, that works. I like that. Okay. Now, put that aside for a minute. Let's show you how this gets put together. Let's zoom back in. Come on. Oh. There we go. Okay, how this works. These all go in. Okay, so we're going to, and you want to make sure when you're folding it that you make sure that that stays lined up there on the edge and come down, because sometimes even though you've scored it, it still folds wrong. Just be careful with that. All right, so I just kind of come up here in the middle, and then I just make sure these edges are lined up before I press down. And of course, using a bone folder makes it even better. Okay, there we go. Oops. Go, and let's see that this side still. All right, now that I have the 4 sides done, we need to do those corners where the diagonals are. There we go. And that's pretty simple. You want this score line to come up towards you. All right, so you're just going to do that. Match up the sides so it scores correctly. All right, and just press it like that. Okay, and you're going to do all 4 corners like that. Okay, so just kind of find that score line and press it together. Okay, and then this one, and finally this one. All right, so that is the base. That's all there is to it. There's no gluing, there's no cutting. Oops, that one didn't get scored very well. Hold on. No, it did not. No biggie. We'll just put that right back in the track. Whoops, don't want to pinch the paper. There we go. There we go. Okay. Okay. Now we've got our 4 corners. And so this just all can now come together like so and make the box. All right. Yay. But before we do anything with that, let's make our panel piece. So here's our panel piece. Now this one, instead of doing diagonals on the corner, this one, we're going to cut the corners off. All right, so we're going to go all the way around 3 inches on all sides. And when I cut into the corners, I kind of cut a little bit into the center square. In other words, where the score line is, I cut the score line away. I don't know if that makes any sense to you. Let me zoom in so maybe you can see what I'm talking about. All right, so I'm zoomed in here, and I'm going to get my scissors. Here we go. And we're going to be keeping this. We're going to make a plus sign right here. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to come in here right where the score line is. I don't know if y'all can see that or not. And I'm going to cut so that the score line is cut off. Okay. And all that does is gives it a scant bit of room to maneuver inside the box. All right. I think I'm too close to the camera and you're getting just blur. Let me zoom back out. No? Okay. There we go. All right, and last one. And excuse me if I sniffle. I had a horrible cold last week, and I'm still getting over it. Okay, so that is all you need. Let me zoom back out for our box. So these are our panels. Just save these for any other project. They're just scraps for now. Okay. Move this out of the way. And we're going to go ahead and fold all of these up. Okay. Like so. And then this is going to fit nicely inside our box like that. All right. So those are our panels. And on my box, bring my box back in, I made a little pocket with some designer paper here. I just made it 2 15/16, just a skinny scant off so that it doesn't overlap. And then I put glue on the very, very edge, creating this little pocket. It's not very big. This is from our fancy dies, So Fancy dies, and it's just a little bitty tag that fits in there, because remember, that's only a 3-inch box there. Not much room, but enough to make some cute little, like I said, you could have messages written in there, or little pictures, or I don't know, jokes would be funny. Okay, back to this. Before I glue this in though, let's go ahead and take care of our 4 corners. This is where we want, so I'm just to make it more festive, just using some designer paper here. I use the plaid on this one. Let's see what we've got over here. I've got all kinds. I've got more plaid. I really like the plaid. I'm running out of it though, because I like it so much. This gold polka dot one isn't too bad, but it kind of blends with that. This is just greenery. That's nice. Actually, yeah, I think we'll go with that. We'll go with the greenery. Okay, so these squares are 3 inches. We're going to cut 2 3/4 inch squares. Did I say 3? 2 3/4. quarter. Yeah, 2 3/4. So smaller than 3 inches. And then we're going to cut across the diagonal and glue them on there. So let me grab my cutting tool. And also, if your paper is directional, decide how you would want your diagonal to cut. And so I like that. So we're going to stay here. We're going to make this 2 and, well, let me cut it this way. 2 3/4. All right. And then we're going to make 4 squares. Now in the quilting world, we call them half square triangles because they're half of a square, but they're triangles. Okay, 1, 2, 3, and 4. You have a wee teeny tiny bit left over. There we go. I'm going to use that for something else. All right, now that I've got these, I am going to risk it, and I'm going to cut all 4 at the same time. I probably should not do this, but I can't help myself. All right, make sure these are all the way I want them. So they're all going to be cut on the diagonal right there. So that one, that one, that one, and that one. All right, check this out. If I mess up, I mess up, right? So I have them all perfectly lined up. I'm going to put that in the track, just like that. It might be too thick. I might not be able to do it. Put my blade in the middle and go back and forth. Did it cut them? Ha ha! Look at that. How awesome. So that was a speedy little tip there. All right, now that I've got that, I need some glue. So let's grab the glue. Actually, I'm kind of running low on this bottle. Let's see if I can get the very last bit out. I want to keep my triangles that are together matched up. So I am going to flip those, flip those, flip those, and flip those. All right, so those are my half square triangles. And then I'm just going to come in here and put in some glue. Come on. Like I said, please forgive me for sniffling. I know that's so annoying, especially when I'm right next to the speaker. This is cold and flu season. Hopefully all of you are keeping well. All right, got all my glue on there. And now to take them and put them up in the spots. So just like that. Yeah. Okay, come on. Let's see, some cute ideas to do with this. I went on the computer to look at some ideas. And photo memories, of course, would be a great one where you put photos on all the different panels. Then there is sentiment pockets. So you could create mini pockets on each of the panels, on a few of the panels, hold handwritten notes, small tags, even gift cards, embellish with the sweets, with all the stamps and everything. So that's an idea. Decorative quotes or verses. Ooh, that would be fun. A Bible verse one. Ooh, I like that idea. Maybe all the Christmas verses. Ooh, that would be a really cool idea. Let's see, what else can you do with this? You can hidden treats or surprise. Of course, it is a box, so you can put all kinds of treats in there. Attach small treats like chocolates and tea bags and festive charms for some of the panels. Use mini envelopes or clear acetate pouches and add layers for interaction. That's fun. Let's see, what is another idea? Keepsake messages. Dedicate a panel or two for heartfelt messages. Hold on, let me glue that down while I look at what it says. Memory messages, special memories written in a metallic pen. Surround the text with stamped foliage for a polished look. Oh, that sounds good too. Okay, so there's all kinds of great ideas to do with this. And like I said, it's really simple. And this part that I'm doing right here, this is just decorative. You don't really have to do the half square triangles, but it just gives it a little bit more to look at. All right. And then this piece is going to glue down in the center. So let's get some glue there. And that will also give the bottom a sturdier base. Come on. There we go. And you want to make sure you get that in the middle. You want it to be able to fold up. Okay, everybody able to fold? Yeah, looks like we're right on the edge there. All right, pull that up just a bit. Okay, good. All right, so that's all done. So we're finished with the inside. Like I said, the rest of it is up to you. You can put, like I did, I stamped a sentiment in the center. You can make some little pockets and make some little tags. All kinds of fun ideas for that. So we'll move this to the side. Now we need to make the top. And the top is very simple. This is 5 1/8. Okay, 5 1/8. Get those glares out of the way. We're going to go all the way around it with 1 inch. Okay, all the way around with 1 inch. The cutting blade out of the way. Okay. I don't know if you guys know, our Stampin' Up's trimmer has a 1 inch on this side. Actually, it goes all the way to 1.5 inch. It's so nice. It's nice because the paper stays on this platform instead of hanging off the edge. Sometimes that can cause the scoring to not be right or the cutting to not be right. All right, now that I've got that, this is where you're going to cut flaps. So we're going to cut this score line here, here, and then on the opposites here and here. And those are the only cut lines we're going to do. So, and we're going to come in, once again, we're going to cut off the score line. All right, and you're going to do as straight as you can on this side, because this is going to show, this is the panel. However, this piece, you want to come in and make like a little wedge. That way, when you fold this tab in, you don't have it getting in the way of the score line right there. Okay. So you want this line to be as straight as possible. You may even want to use your trimmer. Ooh, the fan in the ceiling is making my paper. Well, you can't see it. Well, yeah, you can see it. You can see the reflection of the fan in this metallic paper, and it's going around. There we go. All right, so we've got that one. Come on. And then turn it all the way around. And once again, we're going to cut right up to the middle there and then cut a little wedge. And same on this side. There we go. All right, so we're good on that. Now you may want to do wedges on these sides. It depends on if they're showing or not. So let's go ahead and fold it all together. So you want to fold all these up. And now this is a metallic surface, but it is textured. So the glue should hold fine. But if you have a really slick surface, you may need a tear and tape. Let me show you what I mean by tear and tape. This is tear and tape, and it is super duper strong. And it helps if you have some kind of a plastic straight edge. Where's the thing here? So this is what I mean by this. And so we're going to turn this over and we're going to put that there. And then what I mean by the plastic edge is you can hold that there and whoops. Okay. It is so sticky. Sometimes it doesn't want to tear. All right. And come on. There we go. Or you can just tear it like that. The problem is you get on your finger and it just gets some of the sticky off of there, and you don't want too much of the sticky to remove. All right, so that is one way of doing it. Another way is to take your scissors. The only problem with taking your scissors is you get adhesive on the scissors, and you don't want it. The adhesive will come off with rubbing alcohol and a gum eraser. What's a gum eraser? This is what I call a gum eraser, or an adhesive eraser. Some people call them adhesive erasers. Okay. This is going a lot faster with the scissors, though. I do like that. Okay. And last one. All right. And then I just need to take all these tops off. Okay, let me get my take a pick tool. Okay, I feel something under there. Oh, it's those little wedges. Okay, and just pick that off. Pick that one off. On this side. So if you've never made boxes before, they are so easy to make. A lot of people go, oh, I wish I had a box that size. Well, make a box that size. They're so easy to make. And make sure these flaps go on the inside, because you want it to, there you go. So like that. Pretty easy. Pretty easy. I should have taken these off before I closed that other end out, but that's all right. Come on. I hope you all are enjoying this fun fold this week. I am having a wonderful time with my family. I hope you all are. Actually, this is releasing after Thanksgiving, so I may be on the way home when this actually releases. Okay, now see how that one kind of came up the top there and didn't, I didn't push it down enough. That's okay. You can just take your snips if that bothers you. Well, I can't even get my snips in there. Let's see if I can't disconnect that. Oh, okay. Yeah, I can. And make sure that's tucked down. Well, it's just, let's just go ahead and cut it. And I'm just making a wedge like that. There we go. Oops. Problem with the wedge is that you want to make sure that this line lines up with your corner there. There we go. Perfect. There we go. Okay, so that's the top. Nice little top. And then our box. So this is how we do this. Hold on, let me move all this out of the way for you all. So you take your box and you just take your hands and squeeze those corners in. Okay. Keep the flaps down. And then these corners, you can either have these two come in or these two go in, or however you want to do it. But when they tuck in, then it just folds together like a box. And these are all loose in here, but that's okay. And now what I do is I kind of squeeze the box a little bit to get the back end of the box into the lid. Then I kind of squeeze this side and I push all that in. And it fits in there perfectly. And then you just decorate the top, put a bow. Awesome. All right. Remember, your email later today will have the written instructions. You can download it. It'll have extra pictures. Usually I just have a picture of the box, but I'll be having a picture of the scoring of each of the layers and detailed written instructions on how to do it, so that you don't have to go back and watch the video. You can pretty much do it just by looking at the written instructions. But anyways, like I said, y'all have a wonderful, happy, actually, this is Black Friday, isn't it? Yeah, I believe this is the 29th, Black Friday. You all have a blessed weekend. Happy shopping. Happy Christmas season. Happy Hanukkah season. Happy all holiday seasons. Bye-bye, you guys.